Hello, today I want to show you how to make a wonderful canvas out of a free package. This was a package from a mirror, and let's go. First I want to glue on different things on this cardboard, and therefore, to make it very simple, I also use masking tape, cheap masking tape. This is to secure my package first, and it's a very fast way to collage this canvas. And go also to the front of the canvas, what will be our surface for the main image in the end. And so I can secure all this what is not quite even, and this is a very fast way. Okay, we are ready now. And now we are going to collage. You take whatever you want. I would suggest to put on things that speak to you. I have here some old book pages, and this is a scrap book design paper pad I have for years, and I want to now use it. The other point is I want to collage then an image on it, a printed image, and I go with the colors of the image. Okay, let's start. You can take cheap wood glue, or this is a school glue white, and if your papers are thin, you can make a cheap Mod Podge by filling this bottle in an empty jar and fill up then the bottle with maybe half a bottle of water, and then shake it well, and you have a wonderful cheap Mod Podge that you can store for months. Okay? First I make my layout, and it's up to you what you are going to collage on this. I don't want to make too little scraps. I'm lazy. So, and now I'm going to glue this on. If you have very thick paper, you can also put the papers in water before gluing down. That's an option. But these are not so thick papers, and I think they will glue well on this. So now all the pieces are glued down. The canvas is still wet. You can secure some on some places where the pages bubble, and if you are afraid of that your canvas will buckle in the end, you can now do the same on the inside. If you do collaging on the other side of a piece, it will go straight again. But I think I will first see what there is going on this canvas, and then I will decide what to do, if I do the back side or not. And now for fun, I have some new washi tapes in my stuff, and I will play with them, and they are so handy just to put here and there on random places. That is fun, like playing. But if you don't have washi tapes, there's no need for this step. You can do the next step without, or you glue on little pieces of colored papers, something. That's totally up to you. So now for the next step, I will put a layer of paint on the surface, and I decided to go with a thin layer, a nearly clear layer, just as a protection for me, and therefore I go with some white acrylic. Just a few, a little goes a long time, and I want to glitter a bit, so I take a golden acrylic paint. The name is Effect Paint. This is a very cheap from the dollar store. It's a slightly golden color. Put some. And now I have the option. You can go with your self-made potch, or if you own official acrylic glazing liquid, you can take this, or if you have some retarder for acrylics. But if you don't have this our Mod Podge does the same good job, and you put in this Mod Podge, and then you make a wonderful glaze, thin glaze. It is also possible to take some white gesso for this step, or make just a watered down gesso layer, but I want doing something different this time. And then I go, but very lightly, and if the layer is too thick and you can't see too much underneath, you can always wipe with a baby wipe or a cloth. Just a very light layer to bring the pieces together, to uniform them, and what is very handy, as we put in some from our glue from the Mod Podge, this is secure for our paper also. And some little pebbles don't matter. This is a mixed media piece, and this will be a canvas, and some texture is always good for such pieces. If you put more gold in, it would be also okay, then it would be more shine in the piece. And as we put some other layers maybe over this, so we will see what we are coming up with. If you are satisfied with what you have done and all is laying flat, you let your piece dry. Now we are going to make our design. I decided to take this picture of Frida Kahlo. It's out of an old art calendar, but you can print out any motif, any free motif on your printer and take it. I will cut out her. So, and I want her to have a dress, a nice dress. Therefore, I tear this paper. I want to make her a very interesting dress. Okay, this is our design, and we will glue it down. This is to play. This is the nice thing about collaging. You can play with colors, with design. It's wonderful. Oh, and now I put a layer of the glue over all this to secure it. A thin layer, very thin. Okay, and if anywhere comes a bit of the paper from the ground, then it's very handy to take a little glue stick and secure it. Okay, now I want to bring out my motif more, to make it more pop out. and therefore I go with a water-soluble black pencil around the shape. I can highly recommend this one from Stabilo Markidol. You can get them via Amazon. They are packed 12 sticks in a box, very cheap, and they are wonderful because they are so high pigmented. It's great. So and now I take a baby wipe and will shade my line a bit. And as we had put a layer of glue to secure her face, that comes now handy. I think a bit more. And now, as the line is black enough for me, I want her really to pop up out of the background. You can also take charcoal pencil, but this brand is very good. And now I go with my Mod Podge or with the white glue and secure this line. The glue in this will make the line permanent. And where I not want to have the black, I can slightly wipe it away. Now we go for popping her up, for making her more beautiful than she is now. You have so many options to do this. You may take stencils, self-made or bought stencils. This is a bought one. It's a dilutions, I think. And this is a handmade with a dye from Penny Black. Or you take stamps, favorite stamps, matching stamps, whatever you like. Uh, I will put some colors with the leaves, I think. Okay. I take a cosmetic sponge and then I will go for the color I want to have. I have chosen some colors. I think they will mix. So, as I'm now on my way to make the sides of the canvas, I will do it. So, now we are going to finish our piece. It's already dry and I'm sorry it got a bit buckly, but no matter. The next step is you can write on a quote, a phrase, words. You can also stamp words with letter stamps and archival ink or black acrylic ink, but in this case I wanted to explore my calligraphy, my handwriting, because it's a gift for a special friend of mine, and I want to do it very personal. So I have here an calligraphy pen. It's a Kahlo, and the nice thing is this point, this tip here. It's wonderful for calligraphy. And first I tried on a sheet of paper, and then I went over with a tissue paper and go, not exactly, but to have a guide. I wrote it on the tissue paper, and I can do this as often as I want, and there's nothing what is not good to exercise before. If you're brave enough, you can write directly on your piece, or if you're not brave enough, then you can cut out. On. I take my self-made Mod Podge and a brush, and I cut out my quote. In this case, I cut out each line. You can also tear out, but maybe I will disturb my letters, and it's not so good. And then you can position it where you want. This is the handy thing with this tissue paper stamping or writing. You can always have a look at the composition. It has to be a permanent ink, otherwise it will smear, and you go and then you will see the tissue paper will melt into the background. And if everything is done, I will give one or two layers. Oh, that is why you have to be gently, because the tissue paper is very thin. Okay, but if such a little mistake comes to you, you just write once more, put this away and put the new one, glue the new one on it. Okay, that's for now. I thank you for watching, and I hope you are inspired by this, and maybe you will make your own piece in this way. Goodbye.